Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, and welcome to the Aston Villa career mode. This is episode 1. Now, some of you might be thinking, what is this Liverpool fan doing? Why is he using the Aston Villa team in a career mode? Why is he joining the team that has beat them 7-2? Because you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. That's what my people have been telling me in the comments down below. But most importantly, you guys, yes, you have decided that this is the career mode you want to go with. And I am genuinely so excited about this because we get to use a team that is below par in the Premier League, not in real life, but in game. We get to use a team that is below par, and at the same time, we get to watch this team a little bit closer in real life now because obviously we now have a connection to Aston Villa. Lots of things will be changing in this career mode. We're bringing back the good old things and hopefully adding new things to it. So first of all, follow me on Instagram because you will have to react to these games and let me know what you think about these episodes by sending videos, which I will be including again into these episodes. So the fan cam is making a comeback. Make sure to DM me your reactions to the episodes. It is the.Jani on Instagram, and that is where you'll be able to send me your stuff, and make sure to follow me there, of course, as well. But that is how you're going to get involved into these episodes. Fan objectives, they are making a full comeback. Yes, FIFA 21 fan objectives throughout the entire season. Things to grind after, not just episode by episode, but things to grind after with massive forfeits at the end of it. We will do it. We will bring them back. Aston Villa career mode should be so much fun. And one more thing that I want to do, really, I want to do this throughout the entirety of the career mode and throughout any of my content in FIFA 21. I want to talk about in real life football throughout these episodes as well. So every episode, I want you guys to go down into the comments down below and let me know about things that are happening in real life football that you want me to talk about. If you see a topic that you like, leave a like on that one in the comments down below. That way, it will get included into these episodes and we can talk about them. For example, the fact that Fabinho got injured for Liverpool as well. So now we have Reece Williams. I'm out. I am still figuring out a few things that I want to add into the career mode. I didn't have enough time to put them in yet. So hopefully episode 2, I will announce new things to you as well. But let's get into the career mode, guys. If you are enjoying this and if you want to start it off with a banger, make sure to hit that like button like I hit the weights. Okay, go ahead and do it. And guys, this is time. It is time now to analyze our team. The setup is in a 4-3-3, a formation that we are very familiar with at Liverpool as well. We have Ollie Watkins, the man that has moved now into the Premier League side, coming in from, I believe, Brentford, if I'm not mistaken. Was it this? I think he's played for the same team as Ben Rahma. I might be completely wrong here. But Watkins is now at Aston Villa. He is the man that has destroyed Liverpool. He is the man with 83 pace, 73 shooting, 73 dribbling, 4-star weak foot, right-footed, of course, and still quite young, which gives us the opportunity to turn this man into an absolute beast through the development plans. We're going to get into the development plans in a little bit, but before we do that, I want to go a little bit deeper into this team and show you guys what we have available. Now, Grealish, in my opinion, I should not be using him as a cam, as a left wing. I should be using him as a cam because 76 pace down that left-hand side, in my opinion, is not good enough. So we will probably have to switch to a 4-3-3-4, but we can use Grealish as a center attacking midfielder because I believe in that position he would do much better. And one thing that I would like to improve on Grealish, who is still young, 24 years old, and he's class. I would love to improve his weak foot. If we can get him to a 5-star weak foot, he would become such a massive player for this team, especially in that cam position, being able to twist and turn on his weak foot, which then would be perfect. It would add so much to Jack Grealish. Trezeguet down the right-hand side, who potentially should be playing as a left winger. So if Jack Grealish moves down, we have Trezeguet coming in right here. So basically, this is how it would probably look. I love McGinn, but I might have to take him out. Actually, no. We're going to take out Douglas Luiz because we have used Douglas Luiz in the past. So we're going to put Douglas Luiz onto the bench. Traore comes in, and that would be how we would be starting. If we go over to the 4-3-3-4, you will then see which formation I'm talking about specifically. Here we go. Watkins up top, Trezeguet down the left, Traore down the right, Grealish right behind Watkins to play those amazing through balls with his 80 passing. He also has great dribbling on him. And then, of course, he can also shoot the ball. So that's going to be an interesting one with Jack Grealish. Then we have Ross Barkley and McGinn at centre mid. Now, these players, not necessarily amazing defenders. I think we would probably have to look into some defenders to come into the team, or we probably have to look into bringing in Nakamba instead of McGinn. But I do know McGinn is iconic at Aston Villa, so people would probably hate on me for moving him away from the starting lineup. Ross Barkley, obviously, having joined in from Chelsea, a class player who has a 5-star weak foot. What? Ross Barkley is a 4-star, 5-star. Since when did that happen? That's the first time I'm seeing this. Hey, you know what? He might actually be class in-game. He's 26 years old. We can still work on some of his stats, I believe, with the development plans. Not as much impact on him as we will have on younger players, but Ross Barkley is looking like a decent option to have in the team at least. Then we have down the left, we have Target. He's coming in with 72 pace, 68 physical as a left back. I gotta be honest, that is not good enough for Premier League football. You have insane wingers in the Premier League who we will not be able to catch up to with him. So that is going to be someone that we probably have to get rid of as soon as we can. Mings is class. He is still a massive player in the team with decent pace, great defending and physicals, and 6'5". So on corners, he is going to dominate. Then we have Konza, who is 22 years old, yes, and he has class stats on him. Obviously, we have a higher rated centre-back in here in Björn Engels, who was our Crystal Palace career mode legend. But I am not really looking into bringing in Björn Engels yet. I'm going to focus on improving Konza, and he's probably going to be our main centre-back throughout this entire career mode because we can mold this guy into an incredible centre-back with the development plans. Cash is looking good. He has come into the squad as well, and he's looking solid as a right back, but we definitely need to improve his defending and his physical. Another player that we can improve through the development plans because he's still quite young, 22 years old. And then Emiliano Martinez, the beast from Arsenal that has just recently joined Aston Villa. That is another great signing that we will have within the squad. So Aston Villa have already made some great signings. One thing we are going to be focusing on is bringing in talents into this team, because if you look at the bench, we don't necessarily have too many great talents within the team. Davis with a 68 rating with 66 pace as a striker, not looking too good. 2-star weak foot as well. Hurricane right here is too old, 29 years old. Nakamba is 26. Nyland is 29. El Mohammadi obviously very old, 32. Björn Engels probably around 25. Yes, he is 25. El Ghazi, quality player that we will probably put onto the bench instead of Davis right there. Then we have Hause, or whatever, how you pronounce his name. 72 rated at the age of 24. Not really too promising. Then you have Gilbert down that right back position, who I think looks okay, but I wish he could also play left back because that way we would probably use him on that left-hand side, but his weak foot is quite terrible, so that is not really an option for us. 25 years old. Wesley, a striker that had joined Aston Villa, potentially being the next big thing, but then didn't really turn out to be anything. So we can put him onto the bench though, because obviously he is quite high rated. We also have Taylor, who again is no option in terms of talent. Obviously Heaton is high rated, but nothing for the starting lineup anymore. Then we have Lansbury with 29 years old. We have Ramsey, 55 rated, 19 years old. We have Steer here, who is probably going to be leaving. Kalinic, another goalkeeper. We have way too many goalkeepers in this team. Rowe right here coming in quite young, but again, nothing too special as we mentioned before. But obviously, in FIFA 21, EA actually gives you youth academy players from the get-go. So potentially, do we have anything good in the youth academy as we speak? Oh my god, hold on. 73 to 94 potential, 5-star weak for 3-star skill moves, 56 rated, Toko Kekana. I love that name. left mid, cam, right wing, and Bustamante, 73 to 94 potential, 57 rated, 4-star, 4-star. That's what I like to see. And we also have some up to 91 potential players here as well. Boys, Youth Academy looking good. I like it. I love the fact that you start off with certain players. I really love it. But let's choose some development plans for these players to make sure they grow in the best way possible and are usable as soon as we can get them into the squad. So this guy's 16, Bustamante 17. We could already bring them into the squad, but we're going to take our time here, give them development plans to use, and then that way they will become very usable players moving forward. For Kekana, I want him to have 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, so we're going to go with the wide playmaker on him. The 16-year-old left midfielder is looking ready. I like it. We're going to focus on his shooting, passing, and dribbling, and of course, improve the stamina along the way. For Bustamante, I want to go with the inverted winger. That is going to make him a 5-star weak foot player and improve his sprint speed. His acceleration is already looking class, and of course, improve his shooting most importantly. So we can maybe turn this guy into an attacking beast, and he does have high-low work rates. We already have 2 incredible talents that we are looking at moving forward from now on, and I'm super hyped about it. And also, Kai Liang, 58 rated, up to 90 potential. Left-footed, 3-star, 3-star. Great pace, okay shooting, okay dribbling. We're going to keep this guy unbalanced. But this is looking good, guys. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here, and I'm looking forward to seeing Kekana or Bustamante join into the first team throughout the remainder of the season. Now, 35 million in the budget. What do we do with 35 million within the budget for Aston Villa? As mentioned, I want to bring in some youth into the team, but at the same time, I want to get rid of some players I do not believe will have an impact on our season. So let's start transfer listing players right now. First big player to go onto the transfer list, Target. I'm sorry, bro, you just don't have any pace. I need fullbacks with pace in the Premier League. We're going to struggle if we don't have that pace in that left back position. The wingers in the Premier League are deadly. They are way too fast, and he will not be able to cope with that. So we're going to make a decision of putting him onto the transfer list there. Now, Gilbert right here, 25 years old, 76 rated, decent stats on him. But again, as I mentioned before, I would much rather have a left back there. And we already have Matty Cash, who we're going to focus on within the team. So 9 million for him would be a decent amount. We have Samata out on loan. Okay, that is good to know. We have him out on loan, who is actually a decent player. It could be an option for us moving forward. The man from Tanzania. El Ghazi, I'll keep in the team for now. He's 25 years old. I mean, I would expect a little bit more from a 25-year-old at this stage, but he's a very good backup for both of the wings for us. So we're going to keep him around for now. Björn Engels, I'm going to keep around as a backup centre-back. This guy, Urihain, 29 years old. Will he actually be having an impact on our team? I don't believe so. Nakamba is going to be the main guy coming off the bench for the midfield. So Urihain, we're going to let go. Kalinic, 30 years old. Again, another player that I don't believe will get too much playtime. As a backup, we have Heaton, who's 34 years old, and we're just going to keep him around because Heaton deserves it, in my opinion. Nyland, 29 years old, only 72 rated. That is not good enough. We will let him go if necessary. The same goes for another goalkeeper right here. And then El Mohammadi. Sorry, bro. It's time to go. He's 32 years old. That man needs to find a new club. And then we have Henry Lansbury with the most interesting haircut in the team. 69 rated at the age of 29. That is definitely not good enough. And the same goes for Taylor, another player onto the transfer list. And the rest are just a bunch of talents who we will keep around or add to the loan list. If we do get loan offers for these boys, we will let them go because obviously within our team, it is not looking like they will be getting too much playtime for us. So we're going to let them go if necessary and make the right choices for their careers. Another player that I'm looking at and I haven't decided yet is Wesley. You guys will have to help me here. I don't know if I want to let him go, yes or no. I haven't made the decision, so you guys can help me out in the comments down below. What do you think about the Wesley situation? Should we let him go or do we give him some more playtime? Because obviously he's only 23 years old. We could mold him into a good player. But then again, I'm just thinking, is it really worth it? Because we do have Watkins, who is just 1 year older, and he's just looking class already. So We'll have to make a decision on that. Sadly, Watkins doesn't have a real face, which is very odd to see. Wesley does have a real face, while Watkins, the better player, doesn't. Sick. And he's English as well, so you'd think they would have him sorted out immediately, but nope, not looking like it. Talking about Watkins, let's focus straight away on him instantly, on these development plans. I love the development plans. You guys need to pay attention to these when you are playing your career modes. It makes such a difference. So for Watkins, when you look at it, in terms of a striker, he has great pace, right? I'm okay with that pace. I can work with that. He has strength. He has physicality. He's obviously quite tall, but he doesn't possess skill moves. And he's not really the best dribbler or the best shooter of the ball. So what we're going to focus on with Watkins, first of all, I think I want to start off with the poacher, or I might go with the mobile striker to improve his acceleration, improve his shooting, improve his short passing as well, and most importantly, his ball control and dribbling. So we could potentially focus on those things, or we go with complete striker, which is going to improve some key stats right here. Finishing, attack positioning, shot power, which is huge for a striker, and composure. He only has 62 composure. That is a no-go. You cannot have 62 composure as a striker in the Premier League. So I'm thinking we go complete striker first of all, and then we're going to focus on different things like pace and dribbling. But yeah, that needs to go up. 62 is just not good enough for someone like him. Hopefully, this training session will help him out good enough to become a good enough player within the Premier League. Another player that I want to focus on is Matty Cash, another young Englishman in the squad who has some good stats on him already. His pace and dribbling is quite all right for a defensive player. But in terms of his defending and physicality, we want to improve that. So we're going to have the defensive wide back training sessions on him. I personally expect Matty Cash to grow to up to an 80 rating within the first season. I'm going to predict that right now. I think he can do it. So hopefully we'll be able to not let me down here. For Konza, I want him to be a ball-playing defender because this one improves key stats in his defense. Interceptions, defensive awareness, and stand tackle. The most important things for a defender, in my opinion. We're going to focus on that. Obviously, we could go with different things that also focus on his strength. But right here in this stopper one, it improves his speed, which is good. But he already has good enough speed, in my opinion. But I want his interceptions to go up. For defenders, interceptions are very important to step out at the right time, put the interception in. So I'm going to go with the ball-playing defender at first for him, which is also going to improve his weak foot as a centre-back. So that could actually make him a very versatile centre-back who we can play at the right centre-back position or even at the left centre-back position, giving us options moving forward into the future. Douglas Luiz, we know him, we love him. I am going to make him a little bit more of a defensive player because obviously moving forward, we all know he's class. So I want to focus on his defensive abilities in the squad. So we're going to go with ball-winning midfielder, improving his defending and physical to make him an actual CDM because right now he has stats most suited for a center midfield position and we do need defensive players within our team. So we're going to go with ball-winning midfielder, which is also going to be improving his defensive work rates up to high. That should make him a much more well-rounded player for us within that spot. Or I can actually go with this one. Hold up. I'm going to go with defensive midfield because that one also improves his pace, which is lackluster. So that is the right choice. For Jack Grealish, there's only one thing that we're going to do. We're going to put him into that cam position. That is the main thing we're going to focus on. It's only going to take him 2 weeks, apparently. So hopefully he'll get it done. Attacking midfielder, center attacking mid is a position he already owns, but I want it to be his main position so we can see his actual stats. I think as a camp, he probably has a higher rating than an 80. So I'm looking forward to see what the outcome of this is going to be like. This one is the easiest one out of all of them. 1-star weak foot. Bertrand Traoré with 1-star weak foot. This guy, it doesn't even matter what the stats are. We're going to go with the inverted winger and improve his weak foot because a 1-star is genuinely ridiculous. I think even Arjen Robben had a 2-star weak foot in the game. So just imagine, Arjen Robben, his right foot was awful. This guy has a 1-star. I would like to know, what is he doing with that right foot that EA said, you know what? We're going to give you a 1-star. Because even Robben, as far as I remember, had a 2-star. And he was awful with his right. So Bertrand Traore, easiest development plan choice ever. For Trezeguet, he already has a 5-star weak foot. I want him to be a 5-star player, so we're going to go with the wide playmaker on him. Now, McGinn, I want to give the benefit of the doubt because if you guys remember, Naby Keita was incredible in terms of growth in the Liverpool career mode, even at the age that he was at, which is basically around the same age as McGinn. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt right here. McGinn, I want to focus on speed and defending. If I can find something here that's going to improve those two stats. But sadly, we can't actually find anything like that. That sucks. I would have liked to improve those two stats for him. So I guess... Oh my god. I guess we're going to keep him unbalanced. I'm not too happy with any of these. So we're going to keep him unbalanced because he's so balanced already. That was what I was thinking about, improving something there, but not really an option. Nakamba, I want to improve his pace. His sprint speed is a little bit too low, so we want to focus on that as much as we can. We're going to go ahead and make him anchor man, which is also improving his dribbling, which I believe is very important in that spot as well. And it's going to improve his weak foot. So I'm going to go with that one for him. His other stats are already looking quite nice, so I think that's the right choice for him. With that being said, though, the setup for the team is done. We have 35 million in the budget. We are now going to go through the transfer window, but also at the same time, we have the preseason tournament. So what I'm going to do right here is we're going to sim to the first game and see how our team does. I never really get involved into the preseason tournaments as in like using the players. And there we go. Guys, congratulations for the first time in FIFA 21 Aston Villa career mode. We've already had the camera turn off. Things you love to see. It's a draw against Schalke. Let's just check if we have any messages coming in terms of players that they want to sign. And yes, there are a few messages. Douglas Luiz being wanted by Porto. I cannot let the man with the best haircut in the team go. That is not going to be happening. Blocking that one. Lansbury, though, that is an offer that I will definitely accept. Another offer from Portugal. Very interesting. They seem to be very keen on players within our squad here. Moving on to the next game, and also keeping in mind that Jack Grealish probably will become a cam once we get to that Besiktas game. It's a win against Hertha BSC. Any messages coming in? Any transfer offers, for example? Lansbury transfer talks have ended. Sadly, that one hasn't gone through. Neil Taylor, 100% accepting that offer. Tyrone Mings, though, I will not accept. He is not going to go anywhere for now. We're going to keep him around. He is going to be one of the key players within our team. So Mings is going to stick around, of course. While I'm here and simulating, hashtag fan objectives into the comments down below. Objectives that we're going to chase down throughout the entire season, not just in one episode. Give me your fan objectives. The way we had it in the last few years, they are coming back. So make sure to bring your objectives into the comments down below. And if you see some that you like, drop a like on it in the comments. But we have made it through into the next round right here in the preseason tournament, which gives us a little bit more additional money. And Taylor has been sold. That has 725k added to the budget as well. And I think Jack Grealish should be done with his development plan. If he is, we're going to make him a center attacking midfielder right now. Is he done yet? Yes or no? Can we change the position? No. Only one more week. We're still waiting because his form has been poor. Interesting. Do we make it through the semi-finals? We don't. We have lost on penalties to Eibar. That is a bit unfortunate. So no extra money there, but we get ourselves around 40 million in the transfer budget, guys, and we get offers for players who can definitely leave the team. Hurricane, again, as I mentioned before, not really have my eyes on him in terms of a player that we're going to use moving forward. Probably a player that is going to go down in his ratings quite soon as well. So we're going to accept that offer from Bayer Leverkusen for 4.9 million. And then Heaton gets an offer for 2.2 mil. But you know what? I like Heaton. I want to keep him around as a backup goalkeeper. So hopefully that is going to be a player that we can keep. And now we finally have it. Jack Grealish is done. He is wanting to become a center attacking midfielder. And that is exactly what we're going to do right here. He now is a center attacking midfielder in that team now for us. I think he's going to be class. Obviously, his shin pads have to be very low. Otherwise, it just isn't quite Jack Grealish, is it? When we look through our team, there is one thing that is glaringly obvious in my opinion. If Jack Grealish gets injured, we don't have anyone that can replace him in that center attacking midfield position at the moment. I don't believe that any other players that we have on the bench will be able to replace him. And we do need someone. We do need someone to be able to play that spot whenever Jack Grealish is injured, or someone that can potentially take over a position like that in the future, or maybe even play alongside Jack Grealish or any of the other positions in this team. Now, I'm going to go to a talent that I truly believe is outstanding when it comes to FIFA 21. A player that I've already included in one of my videos in the past and said that I would love to have him in my team. And I'm going to go straight in there. Ryan Cherky, 5-star, 16-year-old, 5'9" player from Olympique Lyon. An exciting prospect that is waiting to be picked up. We're going to go straight after him, bring that talent into the squad, and make sure that we have a great option coming off the bench. And of course, we will focus on improving him as much as possible, because the good thing about this player is, of course, 5-star is massive, but at the same time, high-low work rates, and he can play cam, right mid, left mid. That is going to give us bags and bags of options coming off the bench. So I want him to be an Aston Villa player. I want him to be one of the key players in this career mode moving forward. I want him in the squad as fast as I can get him in. This is the player that I want. Why are these people exactly looking the same? What is going on? What is actually happening here? Why isn't it showing my coach? I have a coach set up. Why is he not popping up here? As far as I remember, Cherky doesn't actually go for too much. £5 million. Let's give them a sell-on clause of 5%. £5 million, 5%, 16-year-old. And they have accepted. Olympique Lyon cannot resist. They want the money now. They should have not taken it, because trust me, this player is gonna be insane. Cherky, come on, man. Join Aston Villa. Come to the Premier League. Come quick. One issue here is that he wants to be a sporadic first-team player. I offered him to be a prospect, but Cherky is not really into it. So that means we will have to give him some playtime throughout the season, which we will definitely do, because he's going to be such an important part of this career mode moving forward. I'm going to give him a... What are we going to give him? We're going to give him a 5-year contract, of course. By the way, a lot of people might just say he looks like Jared HD. I think he does. My bro, Jared, he looks like you, bro. That picture definitely looks like you. He looks like a younger Jared there. But we're going to go ahead and offer him no release clause. That is perfect. And then we will have him come in at... Let's just give him 10k. You got to be happy with 10k. Cherky, you're a young kid. Yes, that's a reasonable offer for a young kid right there joining in. Why is it not showing my manager? I don't know what's going on here. My manager looks beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful man, but you guys don't get to see it, which really annoys me. But the 67 rated center attacking midfielder has now joined Aston Villa as the first signing of the career mode. And that is going to be one of the biggest players moving forward from now on, guys. I know for a fact that he's going to be so important for us. And you know what? I'm going to put him onto the bench. I am going to be putting him onto the bench because I do believe in that guy. I do believe he's going to be massive for us. But of course, if we want to get the best out of him, we have to focus on his development plan as well. Actually, I've just been thinking about it. We're going to keep him unbalanced. I think that's the best choice for now. He's such a young kid. We want to see all of his stats improve. So we're not going to take any steps to focus on one thing in particular. I think that's the right way to go about it, because he already has the perfect skill moves in weak foot and also perfect work rates, so nothing to change there. So we can just focus on all of his stats going along nicely. He just needs some play time. That's what this guy needs. From that moment on, though, I think that's going to be one of the only already exciting prospect signings. I'm going to focus on bringing in players that are not just as well known, that don't have that insane potential in them, and players that we can mold into incredible talents throughout the career mode. And of course, we're going to focus on the youth academy, guys. So let's start it off by sending a scout to England. We want to send him over to England right here. 5-star experience, 4-star judgment. England, yes, 9 months. Let's go. Let's find some amazing talents here. Jude, find me some beasts, my man. Trezeguet is enjoying his development, so I believe he has now become a 5-star player, if that is what they're saying. Hurricane has been sold. He is gone. Kalinic has an offer. We're going to let him go because obviously we want to keep Heaton around. So here we go. Kalinic is gone. 75 rated, 3.2 million. I am fine with that amount of money coming into the team. Oh, look at those transfer offers flying into the Aston Villa squad. And it is an offer for Wesley. It is the perfect opportunity for you guys to decide. Do we let someone like Wesley go? Do we let him go and then bring in someone else into the team that potentially just fits the deal a little bit better? Or do you think that Wesley should be allowed another option to be another option within the team? Should he be given a second chance? Let me know in the comments down below. We will make our decision on Wesley considering your guys' comments. We have an offer for El Ghazi. Again, a really good backup, so I don't want to let him go. Steer can leave. We can let him go. Hause, 25-year-old centre-back. It's just not good enough, is it? It is not good enough. 3.4 million for him. I will accept that, and we will be looking into bring in more talented players into the team. And Mohammadi 100% can leave the team. No reason to keep him around at all. We'll accept both of the offers to make sure one of those teams does pick him up. And the deal for El Ghazi is going to be a no, as I mentioned before. And Wesley, that deal is within your hands, my guys. This is the start, the beginning of a new career mode. I am so hyped about it. I cannot wait to see how these players are going to be developing, how everything is just going to be sorted out going through this season. The new transfers coming into the squad, will they be good enough? The players that are already here, do we need new ones? I am looking forward to all of that. It's going to be so much fun. And I think some players have already gone up in their stats. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen some players go up here. Yeah, Bertrand Traore. There you go. He has gone up to a 77 rating, and he now has 2-star weak foot. Let's go, Bertrand. I see you, bro. You can do better than that. I knew it. Samata, again, is a player that we could potentially bring back if we do let go of Wesley. We could just recall him from his loan, or we can just sign another player for that position. Target is still within the team, still looking to replace him. We do need a left back, so let me know in the comments down below if you have a suggestion for the left back position. And then in terms of growth, there is more coming in Trezeguet. Also, Douglas Luiz going up in his rating. So good stuff. Within the first month, we are seeing lots of growth. And also, Konza has gone up to a 73. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be one of the key players throughout this career mode. I believe he is going to be an absolute monster for us in that centre-back position. But obviously, within the Premier League, we are looking at incredible teams coming towards us, and the first game of the Premier League is actually against Brighton, and Brighton is going to be kicking off the season for us. I personally expect, as I've seen it in my Liverpool career mode, that Man City and Liverpool potentially are going to be running the league. The goal that I want to set for myself this season is to finish in the top 10. If we as Aston Villa can finish in a top 10 in the first season, we can build upon that. I don't necessarily expect to get into Europa League spots already. Obviously, in real life, Aston Villa is in a really good position right now. They could genuinely potentially challenge for Europa League positions. It could happen, but then again, I think consistency is then going to be a key that they need to work on. And who knows if it's just a great start and then they're just going to come crashing down. But for now, Aston Villa is the team that everyone talks about. So I want to use that and hopefully bring the hype into the career mode. New things also coming up in the second episode. As I mentioned before, follow me on Instagram. Send me your thoughts of this episode and send me your thought in terms of transfers that you want me to bring in. Anything you want to talk about, send me your videos. Yes, it has to be a video where I can see your face, okay? A video where I can see your face, not shaky, not terrible quality. Make sure it's a decent video so we can show it on YouTube as well. But guys, I cannot say more than this. I am just so excited about this career mode. I think this is going to be so much fun, and I genuinely believe this has potential to become something like the Crystal Palace career mode that we have done in the past. So I'm putting a lot of hope into this one, and I hope you guys are gonna love it, because I already am so looking forward to see what this is gonna turn out to be. And this Hassan has gone up to 94 potential. Hassan. Great name. How has he gone up? We have now him as one of the best talents in the team. He's only 15. Okay, I like it. We have some really good players here, boys. We have some really good players in the youth academy already who I'm looking forward to getting to the team. Kekana has kept his rating, 76 to 94 potential still, and has gone up to 4-star skills, hopefully up to 5-star skills soon enough. But that is the youth that we have coming into the squad. Lots of young talents coming in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's the first episode. Next episode, we're going to start off into the Premier League season, and we are going to be making some more signings. We started off with Cherki, and we're going to keep it going with the ones in the next epi. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am extremely excited about this Aston Villa career mode, and I hope you are too. See you next time. Take care. And peace.